Good evening, everyone, and welcome onto the campus of Canyon View High School as we get set for the home regular season finale for your Canyon View Jaguar baseball team here this afternoon in beautiful Waddell, Arizona. Derek Diesner here with you, and it's a beautiful night for baseball. Current temperature 84 degrees and sunny. The sun will begin to set behind us, behind those White Tank Mountains. But for now, the sun is up, and it is a beautiful evening for baseball. Your Canyon View Jaguars come in with an overall record at 11-4, 4-2 in league play, and they are currently ranked 6th in 5A, just small percentage points behind Higley, who is currently ranked 5th in 5A. The Jaguars again hosting their final home game of the regular season here this evening. They'll finish up play with 4 straight on the road. And tonight they welcome the Agua Fria Owls to town. The Owls come in with a record of 2-6 overall. They are led by head coach Drew Olson. We'll get you the starting lineups here in just a second. But right now, we are going to pause for the playing of our national anthem, and when we come back, we'll get you tonight's starting lineups, and we'll set the defensive alignment for you as Canyon View gets set to take the field to begin this ball game. But right now, we'll pause, and we'll hand things over to our public address announcer.
All proceeds go to Canyon View Baseball. Please support your Jags. Head coach for the visiting Owls is Drew Olson. Head coach for your Jags is Nick Swanson. Please rise and remove your hat or visor for the playing of our national anthem.
The wind is blowing straight out to center on this sunny Friday evening here on the campus of Canyon View High School. Derek Diesner back with you as we quickly approach first pitch here at Canyon View High School between your Jaguars and the Agua Fria Owls. Let's get you the starting lineups, beginning with the visitors from Agua Fria. The Owls will have Andrew Esparza leading off. He'll be in left field. Batting second is the third baseman, Ryan Swanson. He'll be followed by the pitcher, Christian Ramirez. Batting fourth, the catcher, Marlon Villegas Martinez. Dominic Clark will bat fifth. He'll be at first base. Batting sixth is the center fielder, Cole Cook. Shortstop, Nathan Dobson bats seventh, followed by the second baseman, Andrew Dominguez. And rounding out the order in right field, number 26, Jimenez. Unfortunately, Jimenez is not on our roster, so we don't have a first name for him. So, if you are an Agua Fria fan tuned in this evening to our broadcast, we kindly ask if you know Mr. Jimenez's first name that you share that with us so we can share that here on the broadcast. Thank you in advance for your help. Now it's time to get you the starters for the Canyon View Jaguars. Looking at their defensive alignment, behind the plate tonight will be number 14, Ashton Zacher. on the mound making his season debut, or returning from injury, that I should say, is the left-hander, number 21, Kendrick Brady. We'll tell you more about him as this broadcast goes along. From left to right across the infield at the hot corner tonight is Keegan Landis, Caden Kossauer at short, Noah Mattis at second, Jacob Hepner at first. From left to right in the outfield, Jason Espindola in left, Dion McClelland in center, and Matthew Hart is in right field. Your Canyon View Jaguars are led by head coach Nick Swanson. He is assisted by Randy Wilson, Corey Hart, Dwayne Bernard, and Charles Friedrich. Again, your Jaguars, currently ranked 6th in 5A, come in with a record of 11-4 overall, 4-2 in league play for their regular season home finale here tonight. And the first pitch of the ball game is across for a called strike. 1-0 the count to Andrew Esparza. Kendrick Brady ready. And the 0-1 is up high for a ball. 1-0 the count. First pitch at 6:02 tonight. 1-1 the count. Nobody on, no outs. Top of the first inning between Agua Fria and Canyon View. The 1-1 fouled back out of play. That'll make it 1-2 to the Owls' leadoff batter, Andrew Esparza. Well, junior pitcher Kendrick Brady making his season debut on the mound. The 6'6" lefty is returning from an injury. Kendrick will start as the opener of this ball game, and will likely move into a bullpen game as he gets Esparza looking for the first out of the inning. So Kendrick Brady starting out the right way. The tall lefty with a strikeout in the first batter he faces. 1 up, 1 down, and that'll bring up the third baseman, Ryan Swanson. Swanson on the season batting $174 with 4 hits and a run scored. He takes a ball, 1-0 the count. Agua Fria in their road gray tops and gray bottoms, outlined in red numbers and letters, with Agua Fria across the chest. Your Canyon View Jaguars in their home white tops, white bottoms, outlined with trim, I should say, in blue. Jags across the chest, letters and numbers in blue outlined in white with their blue Canyon View caps. The 1-1 hit on the ground to short. This will be gloved by Kossauer. Long throw over in time to retire Swanson 6-3 for the second out of the inning. 2 up, 2 down, and that'll bring up the pitcher, Christian Ramirez. So pitcher versus pitcher here, as Ramirez will face Kendrick Brady. Ramirez digs in. On the season, Ramirez batting .286 with 2 RBIs. First offering to Ramirez is a called strike, up and away. Just caught that outside corner. 0-1 the count to Ramirez. Nobody on, 2 outs. Top of the first inning. Brady rocks and deals. Fastball away. 1-1 the count. It's a pretty nice arm to get back, especially as you're just a handful of games left in the regular season, to get a 6'6" lefty and a junior at that returning to the team. Perfect timing for Canyon View, just to add another arm to an already lethal team. It's going to be a fun postseason run, and we hope to be with you for the ride, and we should have news on that here shortly in the coming week or two. The 2-1 hit hard on the ground. On the move is the shortstop. High throw. And getting down and tagging the base is first baseman Jacob Hepner. A great play by Caden Kossauer for back-to-back putouts. And down go the Owls. 1, 2, 3. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left after a half an inning of play. It's the Owls nothing. Canyon View coming to bat. We'll be back with the bottom of the first inning right after this on the Varsity Sports Network.
The Varsity Sports Show and the National Youth Football and Cheer Association proudly present NYFCA TV. Every Saturday morning at 10, the Varsity Sports Show's Vince DeLizio and NYFCA Commissioner Jason Hirsch bring you the best of Arizona youth football, including previews and highlights. Then at 10:30, catch the football game of the week with Arizona's top players up to age 14. Join Vince, Jason, and friends every Saturday morning from Mavericks in Scottsdale on NYFCA TV.
Training Better Athletes was founded by renowned football coach Ron Sowers with the philosophy of training well-rounded young people in mind and body. TBA is the go-to for middle schoolers through the pros. Coach Sowers has worked with all sports but specializes in football offensive and defensive line skills training. Whether it's one-on-one or group training, reach out to Coach Sowers at trainingbetterAthletes.com or call him at 602-435-9064. You can't cheat the grind.
We head to the bottom of the first inning here at Canyon View High School. No score between the Jags and the Owls. Here in the bottom of the first, we'll get you the starting nine for the Jaguars in that batting order. Leading off will be the left fielder, Jason Espindola. He'll be followed by his second baseman, Noah Mattis. Jacob Hepner, the first baseman, bats third. In the cleanup spot tonight is third baseman, Keegan Landis. Catcher Ashton Zacher bats fifth, followed by the right fielder Matthew Hart batting sixth. Connor Madison will serve as the designated hitter and bats seventh. Caden Kossauer bats eighth, and Dion McClellan bats ninth today for the Jaguars. Taking a look at the Agua Fria Owls, defensively they'll have Marlon Villegas Martinez behind the plate for Christian Ramirez on the mound. From left to right across the infield, Ryan Swanson at the hot corner, Nathan Dobson at short, Andrew Dominguez at second, Dominic Clark at first. From left to right across the outfield, Andrew Esparza's in left, Cole Cook in center, and the right fielders, number 26, Jimenez, still looking for his first name. If you are able to add that in the comments section, we would greatly appreciate it. Jason Espindola will dig into the batter's box, batting .327 on the season with 2 home runs and 4 driven in.
Pitching for the Owls, number 3, Ramirez.
First offering Espindola is a ball up and away, 1-0 the count. Jaguars as an offense are currently averaging close to 10 runs a game. And it's pretty impressive. We forgot to mention this in the top half of this inning, but a team ERA of 3.1 run. And it's pretty impressive, this Jaguar team. A run differential of plus 84. The Jaguars have just dominated this season, and they look to finish this regular season strong heading into postseason play. Ramirez gets his first strike of the afternoon, a called strike on the outer half of the plate. 2-1 the count now to Jason Espindola. No outs, nobody on here in the bottom of the first. 2-1 misses low and in, 3-1 the count. This Agua Fria team, again, comes in with a record of 2-6 overall, and they don't have a lot of depth on this team. I believe they have a 3-man bench. Could be 4. But not many bodies to play with. So what you see is what you get with this Owls roster. And Espindola draws a 5-pitch walk, and he will jog on down to first. Leadoff man on for the second baseman, Noah Mattis. Mattis batting .479 on the season with 9 driven in. Quick glance over at first. Dominic Clark is holding Espindola on. Throw over. He's back in time. Noah Mattis, a junior, continues to swing a hot bat. He leads this Jaguar team with a .479 average and an on-base percentage at .561. First offering to Mattis is up and away, 4-1. 1-0 the count to the Canyon View second baseman. 1 on, nobody out here in the bottom of the first. No score between Agua Fria and Canyon View. Ramirez again checks in on Espindola at first, back in safely. A reminder, fans, this will be the final regular season broadcast for us for the Canyon View baseball team. We will have Canyon View softball for you on Monday evening as they host Agua Fria at 6:30 p.m., so join us for that. Also, don't forget, we will have the Jag Nation report tomorrow morning on the Varsity Sports Show, which airs from 9 to 10 a.m. on 1060 a.m. KDUS. I'll be joined by head coach Nick Swanson, as well as our Stessa Movement Player of the Game from tonight's ball game. We'll be on at about 9:15 tomorrow morning, so make sure to tune in for that. The 1-1 hit on the ground to second. They'll try and turn two. They have one up at second. The relay over to first, not in time, so they'll get Espindola 4-6 on his way to second. Mattis reaches on the fielder's choice. One out now, and a runner at first for the first baseman, Jacob Hepner. Jacob Hepner batting .411 with a home run and a team best 19 RBIs on the season. First offering to Hepner, low and in. Villegas Martinez with a good stop behind the plate. That'll keep Mattis at first base. Well, since we were last with you for the Sunny Slope contest, that crazy 14-13 finish, a called strike and throw down. Mattis has stolen second and moved into scoring position. Runner up at second with one out and a 1-1 count now to Jacob Hepner. This Canyon View team has defeated Castile, lost to Verado by a run in extras here at home, and they then beat Verado earlier this week on the road, defeated them 7-2, and I was able to catch the final couple of innings of that game after the Canyon View Verado softball game here at Canyon View. Drove down the road over to Verado High School, was able to take in the last few innings, and Canyon View was able to seek some revenge on the Verado Vipers and get a victory. The 1-2. This one belted in the center, right at the center fielder, and Cole Cook luckily has his sunglasses on to shield off the sun. So Hepner is retired on the line out. Two outs now. Mattis still up at second for the third baseman, Keegan Landis. Landis batting .346 on the season. He has 3 triples and 15 RBIs. Corner infield playing in on the grass. Middle infield creeping in as well. First offering to Landis, low and in. Both second baseman Andrew Dominguez and shortstop Nathan Dobson keep shading near that second base bag as Noah Mattis gets his lead off a second. The 1-0, Landis goes down and able to foul this one off right in front of the Canyon View dugout to even the count at 1-1. Landis will take a few practice cuts and dig back into the box. The 1-1. Breaking ball, called strike. I thought that was going to hit Landis. It broke at the last second and drops in for a called strike. And Canyon View down to their final strike here in the bottom of the first inning. 1-2 count, 2 outs. Runner up at second, no score. The 1-2. Called strike. Same pitch. Breaking ball just gets over at the last second, and Landis is caught looking to retire the side. In the bottom of the first, no runs, no hits, no errors. One runner left on base after one complete. No score between Canyon View and Agua Fria. We'll be back with the top of the second right after this.
Vintage Motors specializes in custom builds, fabrication, engine swaps, routine maintenance, and service for all years, makes, and models, including diesels. From Ford Model A builds to tow truck repair and more, it's Vintage Motors. Give them a call today at 623-930-8494 or stop by 3015 East Main Street in Mesa, just east of Lindsay, and tell them the Varsity Sports Show sent you.
At Angel Dentistry, our focus is to provide the highest quality and comprehensive family and cosmetic dentistry care. From checkups and cleanings to advanced issues like gum disease and implants, Angel Dentistry will provide an array of dental services to meet all of your family's needs. With extensive experience in using the latest dental techniques and state-of-the-art technology, visit us online at angeldentistry.net for more information or call to schedule your appointment today.
Top of the second inning here at Canyon View High School in Waddell, Arizona. Derek Diesner back with you. It'll be 4, 5, and 6 due up in the Owls' order. Catcher Marlon Villegas Martinez to lead things off against lefty Kendrick Brady, who sat the Owls down 1-2-3 in the top of the first. First offering from Brady swung through and missed by Villegas Martinez for strike one. Villegas Martinez on the season. See if we can pull up their stats. Batting .267 with a double and 3 driven in. He hits this one in the air to right. Matthew Hart on the run. Lost his hat, but able to shield off the sun and make the catch for the first out of the inning. 1 up, 1 down. That'll bring up the first baseman, Dominic Clark.
Number 9, first base.
Dominic Clark on the year, batting a .111 with a triple and 3 RBIs. Clark bats from the left side, so a lefty-on-lefty matchup here as Brady winds and deals. First offering catches the outside corner. 0-1 the count. Well, after tonight, Canyon View will hit the road for 4 straight to end the regular season. They'll face this Agua Fria team on Monday evening at Agua Fria. The 0-1 up near the head of Clark. 1-1 now. They'll then travel to Levine a couple of nights later to face Fairfax. They'll travel to Glendale the night after that to face Kellis and close out the season on May 3rd at Arcadia. And then the postseason will get underway the second week, I believe, of May. 1-2 the count now to first baseman Dominic Clark with center fielder Cole Cook in the on-deck circle. The 1-2 upstairs. That'll even the count at 2-2. It's crazy to think that this is already the regular season home finale as Brady gets Clark to climb the ladder, swing and miss for the second out of the inning, and the second strikeout recorded by Kendrick Brady tonight. 2 up, 2 down. And with nobody on base, the center fielder Cole Cook will step to the dish. Cook batting .263 on the season with 2 RBIs. First offering to Cook, low and in for a ball. 1-0 the count. The 1-0. Chop foul back behind the plate to even the count at 1-1. Canyon View will play some lesser opponents to finish this regular season, and it's got to be hard knowing they've played a lot of tougher opponents in the last handful of games, and then to face teams like this. You don't want to call them a trap game, but it's close to it. Canyon View needs to finish strong. They want to finish with the best record possible so they can get a high seed heading into the postseason, hopefully play at home for the majority of their games. 2-2 the count now to Cole Cook with 2 outs and nobody on here in the top of the second. Scoreless game between the Jags and the Owls. The 2-2, swing and a miss on the breaking pitch. Back-to-back strikeouts recorded by Kendrick Brady, and that will retire the Owls. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left. We head to the bottom of the second inning. No score between the Jags and the Owls. We'll be back right after this on the Varsity Sports Network.
Hey guys, Vince here to talk to you about a good friend of mine named Bob Jenkins. Bob is a Marine Corps veteran. Bob and his younger brother DJ own Vets Built Contracting. For 5 years, they've been hiring and putting veterans to work. Vets Built is licensed, bonded, and insured, both residential and commercial, specializing in renovations, remodeling, new build, casitas, safe rooms, or small commercial TI work. If you're a skilled veteran looking for work, a homeowner in need of work, or a commercial business needing TI work, please call Bob or DJ at Vets Built at 480-584-3675.
Anna and Keith started Stessa Movement Company with their customers' clothing styles in mind. Their goal is to clothe the world your way. High-end, comfortable clothing at affordable prices. Check out their custom-made hats, shirts, masks, and vintage gear. They outfit the Varsity Sports Show crew and sponsor the Stessa Movement Company Player of the Game Award. Find them at stessamovement.ecwid.com. Spelled S-T-E-S-A for style.
The hottest hitter in the Jaguar lineup is going to step to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom of the second inning. Scoreless game between the Owls and your Jaguars. Derek Diesner back with you. And sophomore catcher Ashton Zacher will lead things off. It'll be 5, 6, 7 due up in the Canyon View order. Zacher has homered 3 times in the last 3 games. He now leads this team in extra base hits this season. Zacher will bat from the left side against right-hander Christian Ramirez in the first offering. Fouled back into the fencing, 0-1 the count. Zacher looking to attack early. Coming into tonight, the sophomore's batting .349 on the year with 3 home runs and 5 doubles along with 12 runs driven in. The 0-1. Zacher gets a hold of this one, lifts it in the left center, going out and coming in and then going out and misplaying is Andrew Esparza, and Zacher is on with a leadoff double. I don't know if Esparza lost that in the sun or what, but he took a funky route to begin with. And that ball was able to reach all the way to the fence. Miles Jones will come in and courtesy run for the catcher, Ashton Zacher. And with a runner on at second, nobody out, the right fielder, Matthew Hart, will step to the plate. Hart, a sophomore, was the player of the game the other night at Verado. If you follow this Canyon View baseball team on Twitter, you saw that Matthew Hart got the ice money chain after that ball game against Verado. He homered and doubled and finished the game with 3 RBIs. He'll take a called strike and is behind in the count at 0-1. Jones gets a lead up at second. Pitch in the dirt, gets away from the catcher, and advancing to third on the wild pitch is Miles Jones. Christian Ramirez spiked that one in the dirt. Marlon Villegas Martinez had no shot at that. And a 1-1 count with a runner at third and nobody out for the Jaguars here in the bottom of the second. The 1-1 to Hart in the dirt again. Hart tells him to stay, and Jones does. 2-1 now. Matthew Hart will quick glance back at the sign from his dugout and now dig back into the batter's box. The 2-1 from Christian Ramirez. Hit in the air, but foul back behind the Agua Fria dugout. 2-2 the count. Jones gets a lead down at third. Here comes the 2-2 from Ramirez. Swing and a miss. Got him on the breaking ball. And Hart is retired for the first out here in the bottom of the second. That is Ramirez's second strikeout of the evening. One out, and that'll bring up the designated hitter, Connor Madison. Madison batting .324 on the year with a homer and 9 driven in. First offering to Madison. He'll square to bunt, gets it down, right back to the mound. They're going to flip it home. Coming home is Jones, and he is tagged out. So Madison is safe on the fielder's choice. Jones is retired 1-3. I'm surprised they sent him. One on, 2 outs for the shortstop, Kaden Kossauer. Kossauer is hitless this season, 0 for 7. He has scored 17 runs and has an RBI. Now that is a unique stat line. This one popped in front of the plate on the bunt, throw down, gets away from the first baseman. Running all the way was Madison, and he gets all the way to third. Kossauer makes it on an E. I don't know if we want to give that on the throw or the first baseman. We'll give it on the throw. I believe that went to the pitcher. Could have been the third baseman that fielded it, but I believe it was a pitcher. It was a low throw, and looking right into the sun was first baseman Dominic Clark. So runners at the corners for the Jaguars. 2 outs, no score, bottom of the second inning, and the number 9 hitter, Dion McClellan, will step to the plate. McClellan this season batting .267 with 2 home runs and 8 driven in. First offering to McClellan, low and away for a ball, 1-0 the count. If McClellan can reach, we'll head back to the top of the order with Jason Espindola. McClellan gets set in the box. Runners take their leads at the corner. Ramirez sets at the letters. The 1-0. Hit hard down the line. Long throw, high throw, and safe is Dion McClellan. E5. And that will score Madison from third. All runs will be unearned with the errors this inning. McClellan safe at first. Kossauer up at second. And we'll head to the top of the order with Jason Espindola. Jags lead the Owls from Agua Fria 1-0. Looking to strike for more in this 2-out rally. Called strike to Espindola, and he's behind at 0-1. Ramirez has a late-moving breaking ball. I don't know. This curveball is very slow and breaks literally at the last second and just gets in on the hands to be a called strike. Another breaking pitch for a called strike to the dismay of Jason Espindola, and he's quickly behind at 0-2 with 2 outs, a run already in, and runners at first and second here in the bottom of the second. Ramirez shakes off the first sign from Villegas Martinez, shakes off another, and now time is called. Home plate umpire tells Espindola to get back in the box. The 0-2 hit foul over our heads. We'll do it again. Runner at first is Dion McClellan. Runner up at second is Kaden Kossauer. Connor Madison has scored the first run of this ball game, and Canyon View leads 1-0.
Let's go, win 3. 2-out rally right here.
The 1-2 hit off of the handle and foul down the left field line, out of play. We'll do it again. Espindola making Ramirez work here in this bottom of the second. Espindola drew a walk in the first and was thrown out on his way to second. He rips this one off of the mid of Ryan Swanson at third, and that doesn't get too far from Swanson, so Espindola will be held to a single. Everyone moves up a base. Kossauer over to third, McClelland up to second. Bases are now full of Jaguars, and that'll bring up the second baseman, Noah Mattis. Mattis, 0 for 1. He reached on a fielder's choice in the first, stole second, and was stranded there. Coming into tonight, Mattis has driven in 9. Looking to add to that total here. First offering to Mattis, a called strike on the outer half of the plate, 0-1 the count. Sun almost fully behind the White Tank Mountains as shadows appear on the infield. Pitcher's mound fully in the shade. The 0-1 missed away. 1-1 now to Noah Mattis. Espindola at first. McClelland up at second. Kossauer over at third. The 1-1. Outside, 2-1 now to Noah Mattis. Jacob Hepner in the on-deck circle if Canyon View can extend this inning. Two-1 lifted foul down the left field line out of play. That'll even the count up. Two and two the count, 2 outs, bases full of Jaguars. Bottom of the second inning, 1-0 Canyon View. Leads Agua Fria. The payoff pitch. Mattis protects the plate and fouls this one back behind. Actually lands in the infield of the field behind us. And Mattis lives to see another day. The 2-2. Mattis hits it on the ground over to second. So be bobbled, throw over. Just got him. That was a close play. Dominguez bobbled it at first, recovered, made the throw over, and got him by maybe half a step. 4-3 on the putout, and the Jaguars leave them loaded. 1 run comes across in the inning on 2 hits. There were 2 errors and 3 left on base. After 2 complete, it's Canyon View 1, Agua Fria 0. We'll be back with the top of the third right after this on the Varsity Sports Show Network.
The Varsity Sports Show and the National Youth Football and Cheer Association proudly present NYFCA TV. Every Saturday morning at 10, the Varsity Sports Show's Vince DeLizio and NYFCA Commissioner Jason Hirsch bring you the best of Arizona youth football, including previews and highlights. Then at 10:30, catch the football game of the week with Arizona's top players up to age 14. Join Vince, Jason, and friends every Saturday morning from Mavericks in Scottsdale on NYFCA TV.
Training Better Athletes was founded by renowned football coach Ron Sowers with the philosophy of training well-rounded young people in mind and body. TBA is the go-to for middle schoolers through the pros. Coach Sowers has worked with all sports but specializes in football offensive and defensive line skills training. Whether it's one-on-one or group training, reach out to Coach Sowers at trainingbeterathletes.com or call him at 602-435-9064. You can't cheat the grind.
The good news, Canyon View has a lead, 1-0. The bad news, the Jaguars left the bases full in the bottom half of the second inning. We head to the top of the third, 1-0. Canyon View leads Agua Fria. It'll be the bottom third due up for the Owls, 7-8-9, with the shortstop Nathan Dobson to lead things off. First offering to Dobson, fouled out of play 0-1 the count. Dodson, on the season, batting .067. He has 1 hit in 15 plate appearances. It was a 2-run double. And he's now quickly behind at 0-2. The 0-2 to Dodson. Got him. Froze him on the inner half of the plate. Back-to-back-to-back strikeouts recorded by the lefty Kendrick Brady. 1 up, 1 down, and that'll bring up the second baseman, Andrew Dominguez. Dominguez this season, batting .077. He has 1 hit in 13 plate appearances, also has a run scored. He takes a called strike. 0-1 the count. Has anyone commented in the YouTube? The 0-1. The 0-2 in the dirt. 1-2 now to Andrew Dominguez. A reminder, if there's any Agua Fria Owl fans out there, we'd love to know who the on-deck batter is, what his first name is. We know his last name's Jimenez, and we know he's playing in right. Still looking for his first name. So if any Owls fans out there know, please comment in the comment section. Drop third strike, throw down in time to retire Dominguez. And that is now 4 consecutive strikeouts by Brady.
Now batting, number 26, right field, Jimenez.
So Jimenez will dig in. 2 outs, nobody on here in the top of the third as the lights begin to come on as the sun has fully set behind the White Tank Mountains. Jimenez hits this one high in the air but foul down the right field line, out of play. 0-1 the count. Brady has looked sharp on the mound in his first action of the season, returning from injury. The 0-1. Fastball upstairs, got him to swing at it, pop up in foul territory, and making the grab is Jacob Hepner for the final out of the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Owls. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left. We head to the bottom of the third. 1-0 Jaguars lead Agua Fria on the Varsity Sports Show Network.
Vintage Motors specializes in custom builds, fabrication, engine swaps, routine maintenance, and service for all years, makes, and models, including diesels. From Ford Model A builds to tow truck repair and more, it's Vintage Motors. Give them a call today at 623-930-8494 or stop by 3015 East Main Street in Mesa, just east of Lindsay, and tell them the Varsity Sports Show sent you.
At Angel Dentistry, our focus is to provide the highest quality and comprehensive family and cosmetic dentistry care. From checkups and cleanings to advanced issues like gum disease and implants, Angel Dentistry will provide an array of dental services to meet all of your family's needs. With extensive experience in using the latest dental techniques and state-of-the-art technology, visit us online at angeldentistry.net for more information or call to schedule your appointment today.
Bottom of the third inning at Canyon View High School. Derek Diesner back with you. It'll be the heart of the order due up for the Canyon View Jaguars. 3, 4, and 5 with the first baseman, Jacob Hepner, to lead things off as right-hander Christian Ramirez returns to the rubber for his third inning of work. Hepner, then Keegan Landis, and Ashton Zacher, and if anyone can reach, Matthew Hart will come to the plate. First offering to Hepner, breaking ball, drops in for a ball, 1-0 the count. Hepner's 0 for 1. He lined out to the center fielder back in the first inning. The lefty digs in, the 1-0. Called strike on the outer half of the plate to even the count at 1-1. It was a busy day here at Canyon View High School. When I first pulled in, we had a pair of softball games going on. It looks like those games have since been completed. I believe this is now the only game happening on campus, but I could be wrong. 2-1 the count now to Jacob Hepner. Long look in by right-hander Christian Ramirez, the 2-1, low and in for ball 3. I was looking ahead at what the playoff schedule looks like, at the dates in that, and I noticed that for the first 2 games for both softball and baseball, they are played on the exact dates, exact same time. So, if we are able to bring you any postseason action, we'll have to see if we're able to get another broadcast team out here to call both games at the same time, or if not, which game we'll be able to bring you. Jacob Hepner draws a leadoff walk, and that is the 3rd straight inning. The Jaguars have had the leadoff man reach, and with 1 on and nobody out, third baseman Keegan Landis will come to the plate. Landis is 0 for 1. He struck out looking to end the first. First offering to Landis, he'll lay down a bunt down the first base line. That was hard, and it rolled right to first baseman Dominic Clark, and instead of letting that go foul, he just picked it up and tagged first base for the out. But he got the job done on the sacrifice. Hepner moves up to second. 1 out, runner in scoring position now for the Jaguars. Jacob Hepner up at second for the catcher, Ashton Zacher. Zacher doubled to lead off the second, reached third on a wild pitch, and then was thrown out at home on a Connor Madison bunt. First offering to Zacher. Low and in the dirt, ball gets away, quickly recovered, throw down to third, but just getting in there in time is Jacob Hepner with the stolen base. Hepner at third with 1 out, and a 1-0 count to Ashton Zacher, the hottest hitter on this Canyon View team. Ramirez winds and deals the 1-0. Fastball on the outer half of the plate to even the count at 1-1. Nice sized crowd here on a Friday evening. Even a few Agua Fria fans made the short travel. The 1-1 lifted foul down the left field line, not a play. 1-2 now to Ashton Zacher with Matthew Hart in the on-deck circle. Ramirez ready. And now he'll step off the rubber. He asks his catcher, Marlon Villegas Martinez, to quickly run through the signs again. He does. He gets a sign he likes. He'll rock and deal. The 1-2. Low and in. That evens the count at 2-2. Zacher will back out of the batter's box, tighten up his batting gloves, and dig back in. Ramirez ready. Here comes the 2-2. Hit in the air. Foul down the left field line. We'll do it again. Zacher putting a nice plate appearance together here against the right-hander Christian Ramirez. And they're a little short on balls, and looks like that ball actually rolled back into fair territory, so Andrew Esparza had to run and chase after that foul ball. He's tossed it in, and we're ready to resume action. 2-2 the count to Ashton Zacher. Runner at third, 1 out. Here in the bottom of the third, 1-0. Jaguars lead the Owls. Ramirez into the wind. The 2-2. Hit in the air to center. Going back on it is Cole Cook. He'll make the grab, but this will be deep enough to score Jacob Hepner from third on the sac fly to center. Back-to-back sacrifices by this Canyon View Jaguar offense, and it gets the second run of the ball game across. 2-0 now Canyon View leads for the right fielder, Matthew Hart. Hart's 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last inning. He is the reigning Ice Money Chain player of the game for this Canyon View Jaguar team. Had a big night just a couple nights ago at Verrado High School with a homer, a double, and 3 runs driven in. The 0-1 to Hart. Hit on the ground, high chopper over the mound, gloved by the shortstop Dodson. Throw over in time to retire Hart, 6-3 for the final out of the inning. In the bottom of the third, 1 run comes across on no hits. There was a walk, no errors, and no runners left on base. We've completed 3. It's Canyon View 2. Agua Fria nothing. We'll be back with the top of the 4th right after this on the Varsity Sports Show Network.
Hey guys, Vince here to talk to you about a good friend of mine named Bob Jenkins. Bob is a Marine Corps veteran. Bob and his younger brother DJ own Vets Built Contracting. For 5 years, they've been hiring and putting veterans to work. Vets Built is licensed, bonded, and insured, both residential and commercial, specializing in renovations, remodeling, new build, casitas, safe rooms, or small commercial TI work. If you're a skilled veteran looking for work, a homeowner in need of work, or a commercial business needing TI work, please call Bob or DJ at Vets Built at 480-584-3675.
Anna and Keith started Stessa Movement Company with their customers' clothing styles in mind. Their goal is to clothe the world your way. High-end, comfortable clothing at affordable prices. Check out their custom-made hats, shirts, masks, and vintage gear. They outfit the Varsity Sports Show crew and sponsor the Stessa Movement Company Player of the Game Award. Find them at stessamovement.ecwid.com. Spelled S-T-E-S-A for style.
We head to the top of the 4th inning here at Canyon View High School. And we have some changes that we'll get to you as we have the top of the order due up for the Agua Fria Owls here in the top of the 4th inning. It'll be 1, 2, and 3 in the Owls order. Saw a comment in this section about who is who. Agua Fria's at bat right now. They're in the gray tops and gray bottoms. Canyon View Jaguars are in their home white tops and white bottoms. They are in the field right now. And a new pitcher into the ball game, right-hander Matthew Hart, will replace Kendrick Brady, who had an impressive showing. He will get a no decision, I believe. Didn't pitch long enough. Would have had to have pitched into this inning to get a decision in the ball game as a swing and a miss by Esparza. But Brady, a great debut for the season. 3 innings, faced 9 batters, struck out 5 of them, didn't allow a hit or a run, and didn't walk a single batter. Retired Agua Fria in order, 1, 2, 3. 0-2 the count now to Andrew Esparza, who led this game off with the strikeout. He was caught looking by Kendrick Brady. Hart ready, the 0-2, got him to chase. He's retired. Second time he struck out this evening. 1 up, 1 down. That'll bring up the third baseman, Ryan Swanson. Swanson's 0 for 1. He grounded out to the shortstop back in the first inning. So out in left field, or in right field now, replacing Matthew Hart is Liam Whalen. Whalen's in right, and Matthew Hart is in the on the mound with Kendrick Brady out of this ball game. And Connor Madison is your designated hitter. 0-1 the count to Swanson. He'll be followed by pitcher Christian Ramirez. Top of the fourth inning, 2-0. Jaguars lead the Agua Fria Owls. The 0-1, swing and a miss. We've seen Hart normally at the end of ball games, closing games out, but he comes in early in this one. Thought we may see Connor Madison, but this is going to be a bullpen type of game, and they get Swanson to swing and miss. Back-to-back strikeouts recorded by Matthew Hart. 2 up, 2 down for the pitcher, Christian Ramirez, who's 0 for 1. He grounded out to the shortstop in his first at-bat. Hart ready on the mound, the first offering. Ball low and away, 1-0 the count. Matthew Hart on the season is 0-1. He's making his 7th appearance. He has an ERA at a little over 5.5. Hart has thrown 11 1/3 innings, allowed 10 runs, 9 earned on 13 hits. He's struck out 11 and walked 3. The 2-0 called strike on the inner half of the plate. 2-1 now to Christian Ramirez. Catcher Marlon Villegas Martinez awaits in the on-deck circle. Has his shin guards on just in case he doesn't get to the plate this inning. The 2-1. Just missed. Trying to go low and away and didn't get it. 3-1 the count now to Christian Ramirez. Hart ready. The 3-1. Called strike on the outer half of the plate, and he's run the count full. 2 outs, nobody on. Top of the fourth inning, 2-0. Jaguars lead the Owls. Big pitch upcoming for Matthew Hart. And here it is, the 3-2. Gets him to climb the ladder, swing up top. Hits it high in the air, going back, and making the running catch is Dion McClelland for the final out of the inning. 1, 2, 3, go the Owls in the top of the fourth. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left. We head to the bottom of the fourth inning, 2-0 Canyon View. We'll be back right after this on the Varsity Sports Show Network.
The Varsity Sports Show and the National Youth Football and Cheer Association proudly present NYFCA TV. Every Saturday morning at 10, the Varsity Sports Show's Vince DeLizio and NYFCA Commissioner Jason Hirsch bring you the best of Arizona youth football, including previews and highlights. Then at 10:30, catch the football game of the week with Arizona's top players up to age 14. Join Vince, Jason, and friends every Saturday morning from Mavericks in Scottsdale on NYFCA TV.
Training Better Athletes was founded by renowned football coach Ron Sowers with the philosophy of training well-rounded young people in mind and body. TBA is the go-to for middle schoolers through the pros. Coach Sowers has worked with all sports but specializes in football offensive and defensive line skills training. Whether it's one-on-one or group training, reach out to Coach Sowers at trainingbetterAthletes.com or call him at 602-435-9064. You can't cheat the grind.
Bottom of the fourth inning here at Canyon View High School. Derek Diesner back with you and returning to the mound for his fourth inning of work is right-hander Christian Ramirez for the Agua Fria Owls. It's been a pitcher's duel to this point. It'll be 7, 8, 9 due up in the Canyon View order, and Liam Whalen will bat as Connor Madison has been removed from this ball game when they lifted starter Kendrick Brady. So it will be Whalen, Kossauer, and McClellan. Connor Madison finishes the game 0 for 1, reached on fielder's choice, and would later come around to score one of the 2 runs of this ball game. Whalen takes a ball, 1-0 the count. So it'll be Whalen, Kossauer, McClelland, and on the season, Liam Whalen batting .350 with 6 driven in. 1-0, high chopper over to third, glove by Swanson, throw over, retires Whalen 5-3, pardon me, for the first put out of the inning. 1 up, 1 down, and that'll bring up Kaden Kossauer. Kossauer reached on an error, throwing error, by the pitcher, Christian Ramirez, back in the second inning. Kossauer still looking for his first hit of the season as he takes a ball low, 1-0 the count. 1 out, nobody on, bottom of the fourth inning, 2-0. Jaguars lead the Agua Fria Owls. These two teams will meet at Agua Fria High School in just a couple days. The 1-0 is lifted down the right field line, tailing foul, and this will drop harmlessly to the turf. Foul to even the count at 1-1. Right fielder Jimenez was playing pretty well shaded towards center, so that was a long run for him. First baseman and second baseman also gave it a shot, but nobody was close or even in the vicinity where that ball landed. The 1-1 gets away from catcher Marlon Villegas Martinez. Must have got tripped up on the signs. 2-1 the count now to Kaden Kossauer with nobody on base and 1 out here in the bottom of the fourth. After Kossauer, it'll be Dion McClelland, and then back to the top of the order for the Canyon View Jaguars. Ramirez rocks the 2-1. Fouled back over the Agua Fria dugout to even the count at 2-2. Kossauer glances down to the third base coach's box, gets the sign from third base coach Corey Hart, and now we'll dig back into the box. The 2-2 from Ramirez. Low and away for ball 3, and he's run the count full to Kaden Kossauer. Originally, the way catcher Marlon Villegas Martinez was setting up, I thought they were going for a high fastball up and in. Maybe Ramirez just did not locate that pitch. The 3-2 breaking ball froze him. That's what these batters have to be looking for. When it goes to a full count, that is the payoff pitch for Christian Ramirez. He drops in this breaking ball. This curveball just drops in at the hands at the last second. It looks like it's going to be a ball, but somehow he gets it to break at just the right time for a called strike. And there are now 2 outs here in the bottom of the fourth for the center fielder, Dion McClelland. McClelland's 0 for 1. He reached on an error by the third baseman, Ryan Swanson. And he swings at the first pitch, lifts it in the air. Moving to his right is Andrew Esparza, and he'll make the catch for the final out of the inning. Canyon View goes down in order, 1, 2, 3. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left. We've completed 4. It's Canyon View 2, Agua Fria nothing. We'll be back with the top of the 5th right after this on the Varsity Sports Show Network.
Vintage Motors specializes in custom builds, fabrication, engine swaps, routine maintenance, and service for all years, makes, and models, including diesels. From Ford Model A builds to tow truck repair and more, it's Vintage Motors. Give them a call today at 623-930-8494 or stop by 3015 East Main Street in Mesa, just east of Lindsay, and tell them the Varsity Sports Show sent you.
At Angel Dentistry, our focus is to provide the highest quality and comprehensive family and cosmetic dentistry care. From checkups and cleanings to advanced issues like gum disease and implants, Angel Dentistry will provide an array of dental services to meet all of your family's needs. With extensive experience in using the latest dental techniques and state-of-the-art technology, visit us online at angeldentistry.net for more information or call to schedule your appointment today.
Top of the 5th inning here at Canyon View High School, and it's been a great ball game to this point. Canyon View, I think, a little surprised, caught off guard by this Agua Fria Owls team. 2-0 our score, And the Owls will send 4, 5, and 6 to the plate with catcher Marlon Villegas Martinez to lead things off. He swings through a fastball from right-hander Matthew Hart, who's on for his second inning of relief of left-handed starter Kendrick Brady. The 0-1 to Villegas Martinez, fouled back over the Agua Fria dugout, 0-2 the count. After Villegas Martinez, it'll be Clark and Cole Cook for the Owls. 2-0 our score. Canyon View leads Agua Fria. Hart ready. The 0-2, fouled down that right field line. We'll do the 0-2 again. It has been a pitcher's duel so far. We haven't seen a hit in this ball game since the second inning. The 0-2, low and away. 0-2 the count, or check that 1-2 now to Villegas Martinez. Wind picking up a little bit as the sun has completely gone behind the mountains. Temperature dropping just a bit, but still a picture-perfect night here at Canyon View High School. It's always fun to watch the sunset behind those White Tank Mountains and have that cotton candy-colored sky right now, and it's beautiful. This is the definition of baseball weather. The 1-2 from Hart. Another foul back into the fencing, and Villegas Martinez making Hart work here in the top of the fifth inning. Final home game tonight for Canyon View in this 2021 regular season. They'll finish the season with 4 straight on the road as the 1-2 chop foul back behind the plate. They'll be at Agua Fria on Monday, at Fairfax Wednesday, at Kellis on Thursday, and at Arcadia on May 3rd. And then that'll do it. Then it's postseason time. The 1-2 got him to chase, swing and a miss, and Villegas Martinez is retired for the first out of the fifth. 1 up, 1 down for the first baseman, Dominic Clark. Clark is 0 for 1. The lefty struck out swinging back in the second. Clark gets set in the box. Hart gets his sign from catcher Ashton Zacher, and this one's fouled back right at us. Wow, we're lucky. We're lucky there's fencing there. That came right at us. 0-1 the count to Dominic Clark. That'll wake you up. The 0-1 fouled back over our heads and out of play, and it's quickly 0-2 now to Dominic Clark. Cole Cook in the on-deck circle for the Owls. Hart set on the rubber, ready to go. He'll go into the wind. The 0-2. Fastball in right at the waist for a called strike, and he catches Dominic Clark looking for the second out here in the fifth. 2 up, 2 down for the center fielder, Cole Cook. Cook is 0 for 1. He struck out swinging and things in the second inning. Hart will tie his shoes and now gets set on the mound. 2 outs, nobody on here in the top of the fifth. Squaring the bunt is Cook, and he pulls back, takes a called strike, 0-1 the count. Cook will step out of the batter's box, take a glance down to the third base coach's box where his head coach Drew Olson stands, gets the sign, dig back in. The 0-1 missed low and away. That'll even the count at 1 apiece. Big gap in right center. The 1-1 hit on the ground underneath the mid of the pitcher. This will be backhanded by second baseman Noah Mattis. Flip over to first for the out. And Cook is retired 4-3. 1-2-3 go the Owls. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left. We head to the bottom of the fifth inning. It's 2-0. Canyon View leads Agua Fria. We'll be back with the bottom of the fifth right after this on the Varsity Sports Show Network.
Hey guys, Vince here to talk to you about a good friend of mine named Bob Jenkins. Bob is a Marine Corps veteran. Bob and his younger brother DJ own Vets Built Contracting. For 5 years, they've been hiring and putting veterans to work. Vets Built is licensed, bonded, and insured, both residential and commercial, specializing in renovations, remodeling, new build, casitas, safe rooms, or small commercial TI work. If you're a skilled veteran looking for work, a homeowner in need of work, or a commercial business needing TI work, please call Bob or DJ at Vets Built at 480-584-3675.
Anna and Keith started Stessa Movement Company with their customers' clothing styles in mind. Their goal is to clothe the world your way. High-end, comfortable clothing at affordable prices. Check out their custom-made hats, shirts, masks, and vintage gear. They outfit the Varsity Sports Show crew and sponsor the Stessa Movement Company Player of the Game Award. Find them at stessamovement.ecwid.com. Spelled S-T-E-S-A for style.
We head to the bottom of the 5th inning here at Canyon View High School. 2-0. Jaguars lead the Owls. Derek Diesner back with you. Top of the order due up for the Jaguars with Jason Espindola to lead things off against right-hander Christian Ramirez, who returns to the mound for his 5th inning of work. Fans, want to remind you to get your votes in for our Stessa Movement Player of the Game tonight. You can put your nominations in the comments section here on YouTube, and we'll take those up to near the end of this ball game. So mid-7th, bottom 7th, we'll tally up the votes, and then we'll select our Stessa Movement Player of the Game. First pitch of the inning, Jason Espindola is in there for a called strike. 0-1 the count. I believe we just got a vote for, was it Noah Mattis? Is that who the vote was for? 0-1, and it's now 0-2 to Espindola. A walk in the first for Espindola. He singled in the second. The 1-1, now to Espindola. He'll hit this hard to center, going back, and now putting on the brakes and making the catch is Cole Cook for the first out in the bottom of the 5th on the line out. 1 up, 1 down for second baseman Noah Mattis. He reached on a fielder's choice and stole a base in the first, grounded out in the second. Lots of players to choose from for our player of the game here tonight. 2-0 Canyon View leads here in the bottom of the 5th. 1 out, nobody on base. First offering to Mattis, upstairs and away for ball 1. The 1-0 to Mattis with Jacob Hepner in the on-deck circle. Ball on the outer half of the plate. Tried that curveball, just did not catch that outside corner, and it's quickly 2-0 to the Jaguar second baseman. Canyon View looking to add some insurance runs. Ball low and in, and it's quickly 3-0 to Noah Mattis. The Jaguars haven't had a base runner since Jacob Hepner back in the 3rd. And he's now in the on-deck circle. The 3-0 to Mattis. Ball 4, walks him on 4 straight. Mattis draws a 1-out walk, and that'll bring up Jacob Hepner. Hepner is 0 for 1, lined out to center field in the first, walked in the 3rd, stole third base, and would later come around to score on a sac fly by Ashton Zacher. So Mattis will get a short lead down at first, being held on by first baseman Dominic Clark. Ramirez will work from the stretch, gives a glance over to first. First offering to Hepner. Sharp grounder to first. They'll get the first out at first and throw up to second. They turn it. Wow. I thought Clark was going to overthrow shortstop Nathan Dodson. Dodson somehow stood on his tippy toes to make that catch, and that does it. So Hepner is out 3 unassisted on the ground out, and 3-6 on the inning-ending double play. Canyon View goes down 1-2-3. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left. There was a walk. We've completed 5. It's Canyon View 2, Agua Fria, nothing. We'll be back with the top of the sixth right after this on the Varsity Sports Show Network.
The Varsity Sports Show and the National Youth Football and Cheer Association proudly present NYFCA TV. Every Saturday morning at 10, the Varsity Sports Show's Vince DeLizio and NYFCA Commissioner Jason Hirsch bring you the best of Arizona youth football, including previews and highlights. Then at 10:30, catch the football game of the week with Arizona's top players up to age 14. Join Vince, Jason, and friends every Saturday morning from Mavericks in Scottsdale on NYFCA TV.
Training Better Athletes was founded by renowned football coach Ron Sowers with the philosophy of training well-rounded young people in mind and body. TBA is the go-to for middle schoolers through the pros. Coach Sowers has worked with all sports but specializes in football offensive and defensive line skills training. Whether it's one-on-one or group training, reach out to Coach Sowers at trainingbeterathletes.com or call him at 602-435-9064. You can't cheat the grind.
What a beautiful shot that is. Look at that beautiful Arizona sky on a Friday evening. 2-0 our score as we head to the top of the sixth inning here on the campus at Canyon View High School. Derek Diesner back with you. It'll be 7-8-9 due up for the Agua Fria Owls here in the top of the sixth inning. Matthew Hart on for his third inning of work in relief of starter Kendrick Brady. And the first offering is across to Nathan Dodson for a foul. 0-1 the count. Dodson is 0 for 1. He struck out looking to lead off the third inning. After Dodson, it will be Andrew Dominguez and the right fielder Jimenez, who we still have yet to get a first name for. We know he has one. We just don't know what it is. 2-0 our score. Jaguars lead it. Matthew Hart ready on the mound. The 0-1. Called strike, fastball in the outer half of the plate. It's quickly 0-2. During the break, we did get a vote for our Stessa Movement Player of the Game, Jacob Hepner, by our #1 Canyon View fan. And ball outside, 1-2 now to Nathan Dodson. The 1-2 missed outside. Isaiah, who sits right next to me for all our home baseball games, voted for Jacob Hepner. So that's our we at least have one vote. We'll see. We'll check our comment section on YouTube, see if we have any other votes as a foul ball out of play by Nathan Dodson. 2-2 the count with Andrew Dominguez waiting in the on-deck circle. Actually, looks like we have a pinch hitter for Agua Fria. The 2-2 is hit high in the air, tailing foul. It will be caught in fair territory by third baseman Keegan Landis for the first out of the inning. 1 up, 1 down, and that'll bring up a pinch hitter for Agua Fria. It is #1, and we'll see if we have a #1 on our roster. I'm assuming we do not, so I'm not seeing one. Cervantes, so it's Dylan Cervantes is pinch hitting. It's kind of a guessing game with this roster. If you check on Max Preps, there's only 4 players that have numbers next to their names, so it's a little tough. But Dylan Cervantes, a junior, measures in at 6'1", 150, will dig into the batter's box. He will pinch hit for Andrew Dominguez. And first offering is a ball in the dirt, gets away from the catcher, but nobody's on base, so it doesn't matter. Want to know the count. Dylan Cervantes on the season. The junior's appearing in his 4th game. He has 2 runs scored. I don't know how because he has no plate appearances. Unless he walked. Called strike and now a ball, and it's quickly 2-1 to Dylan Cervantes. I tell you, some of these stats, too, are kind of, got to wonder about them. 2-1 the count to Dylan Cervantes with Jimenez in the on-deck circle. 2-1, low and away. 3-1 now. 1 out, nobody on for Agua Fria here in the top of the 6th. 2-0. Jaguars lead the Owls from Agua Fria. Hart ready, the 3-1, and he walked him. That's the first base runner of this ball game for the Agua Fria Owls. So there goes the perfect game as Dylan Cervantes draws a walk. 1 on, 1 out for the number 9 hitter, the right fielder, something Jimenez. Still in search for his first name. Mr. Jimenez gets set in the box. The first offering from Hart away for a ball. 1-0 the count. Now time will be called. Pitching coach Randy Wilson will jog out to the mound to talk with Matthew Hart, and you have to wonder how much longer Matthew Hart will stay in this ballgame. He's on for his 3rd inning of work of relief of starter Kendrick Brady. And coming into this ball game, head coach Nick Swanson had said how this was going to be a bullpen-type game. Brady went 3 innings. Hart's on the mound for his 3rd inning of relief. And he's looked a little wild here. Got the first out with Dodson, but then got Cervantes. He walked him. And now here in this at-bat to Jimenez, the first offering was another ball that just kept carrying across the plate, and it's been low and away, so Hart's just got to kind of get back at it, take a deep breath, and get back in that zone. Cervantes gets a lead off of first. Hepner holding him on. Jimenez ready in the box. He'll square to bunt. Runner's going to go, throw down in time, and they got him. Wow. Shortstop Kaden Padgett caught the ball, had to jump in the air to catch the ball, came down, was already squatting, and still was waiting for Dylan Cervantes to show up at the second base bag. Caught him stealing 2-6 for those scoring at home. 1-1 the count to Jimenez. Fastball at the letters outside. 1-2 the count now to Jimenez. And now Hart's feeling it. He's back in the zone and sees a strike away from getting out of this 6th inning. The 1-2 just missed. Tried to work the low outside corner. Hart will tie his shoes. Deuces are wild on the scoreboard. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Top of the 6th, 2-0. Canyon View leads the 2-2. Fastball away. And he's run the count full to Jimenez with the leadoff batter, Andrew Esparza, awaiting in the on-deck circle. Hart comes set at the letters. The 3-2 fouled back into the fencing. We'll do it again. It's been a close ball game throughout. The 3-2, got him looking. Jimenez thought he was getting a free pass. Hart froze him with a fastball on the outside corner, catches him looking. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base. There was the 1 walk. We'll head to the bottom of the 6th inning. It's 2-0. Canyon View leads Agua Fria. We'll be back with the bottom of the 6th right after this on the Varsity Sports Show Network.
Vintage Motors specializes in custom builds, fabrication, engine swaps, routine maintenance, and service for all years, makes, and models, including diesels. From Ford Model A builds to tow truck repair and more, it's Vintage Motors. Give them a call today at 623-930-8494 or stop by 3015 East Main Street in Mesa, just east of Lindsay, and tell them the Varsity Sports Show sent you.
At Angel Angel Dentistry. Our focus is to provide the highest quality and comprehensive family and cosmetic dentistry care. From checkups and cleanings to advanced issues like gum disease and implants, Angel Dentistry will provide an array of dental services to meet all of your family's needs. With extensive experience in using the latest dental techniques and state-of-the-art technology, visit us online at angeldentistry.net for more information or call to schedule your appointment today.
Bottom of the 6th inning we go here at Canyon View High School. Jaguars lead it by a score of 2-0. They scored a run in the second, a run in the third, and that's the only offense we've seen to this point. It'll be 4-5-6 due up in the Jaguar order with Keegan Landis to lead things off. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout looking and a sac bunt. Returning to the mound is Owl starter Christian Ramirez on for his 6th inning of work. A reminder to get your votes in now for our Stessa Movement Player of the Game. We've had a couple of votes so far. We have Jacob Hepner, and then we also have a vote for Ashton Zacher, so get your votes in. Not too many outs left to get your votes in. It'll be Landis, Zacher, and Hart here in the bottom of the 6th. 0-1 the count after that foul ball from Keegan Landis. The 0-1. Breaking ball hits him on the back, and Landis will take first on the hit by pitch. First hit batter we've seen this in this game, and that's the first time the Jags have had the leadoff man on since the 3rd inning. 1 on, nobody out for the catcher, Ashton Zacher. Zacher is 1 for 2 with a double and a sac fly RBI. Zacher trying to cement his status as our Stessa Movement Player of the Game. Landis will get a lead off at first, held on by Dominic Clark, and he hits a moonshot deep to right center on the run, and making the grab on the warning track is the center fielder Cole Cook for the out. He had to run a long way for that. It sounded great off the bat, but Cook was able to run that one down and make the grab on the warning track just shy of the fence. Landis retreats back to first. That was allowed first out of the inning. 1 out for the pitcher, Matthew Hart. Hart is 0 for 2 at the plate. He struck out swinging in the second, grounded out to the shortstop to end the 3rd. Hart trying to help himself. First pitch is a breaking ball that gets across for a called strike. 0-1 the count. Whoever does win our Stessa Movement Player of the Game will be featured during the Jag Nation report that will air tomorrow at 9:15 on the Varsity Sports Show on AM 1060 KDUS. I'll be joined by head coach Nick Swanson as well as our Stessa Movement Player of the Game, so get your vote in. The 0-1 to Matthew Hart, low and away. 1-1 the count. Landis hopping around down at first, being held on by Dominic Clark. Christian Ramirez ready on the mound. He'll work from the stretch here in the bottom of the 6th. 2-0 our score, and now he tells his catcher Marlon Villegas Martinez run through those signs again. The 1-1, runner goes, and the hit and run to perfection there as Hart puts this one in the left center, and Landis advances up to second on the base hit by Hart. Runners at first and second with 1 out for Liam Whalen. Whalen replaced Connor Madison when Hart came into this game, and Whalen's out in right field. He's 0 for 1 at the plate. In his only plate appearance to lead off the 4th, he grounded out to the 3rd baseman. Whalen ready in the box. Takes a ball, 1-0 the count. Whalen coming into tonight, batting .350 on the year, is the sophomore. Digs back into the batter's box ahead at 1-0. 1-0. Low and away, 2-0. Landis hopping around up at second. Corner infield playing in, middle infield playing back. With 1 out and 2 runners on here in the bottom of the 6th. 2-0 Canyon View leads. This one hit on the ground, and they'll just get the lead runner out at third as Landis is retired, 5 unassisted. Whalen reaches first on the fielder's choice. Hart advances up to second. 2 outs now. And that should bring up Kaden Kossauer. Kossauer getting some last-second instructions, and now he'll come up to the plate. A few of the coaches were talking to him in the dugout. Now Kossauer will dig in. Kossauer's 0 for 2, reached on an error by the pitcher in the second inning, got as far as third, but was stranded there. Struck out looking in the 4th. First offering to Kossauer is a called strike. 0-1 the count, and now the home plate umpire is going to clean off home plate. She couldn't even see it. 0-1 the count, 2 outs. Runner at first is Liam Whalen. Runner up at second is Matthew Hart. Jaguars looking to add some insurance runs before the 7th. The 0-1. Swing and a miss. Kaden Kossauer looking for his first hit of this season. Kossauer is 0 for 9 at the plate. The 0-2. Check swing, and it just rolls foul down that third baseline. Charging in was Ryan Swanson, but it just dipped foul before that third base bag. So Kossauer will return to home plate for the 0-2 as he gets instructions from third base coach Corey Hart. Big pitch upcoming from right-hander Christian Ramirez. The 0-2. Hit high in the air to right. Coming in is Jimenez. Long run, and it pops out of his mitt. This is going to score a run, and now Jimenez overshoots the shortstop. Kossauer's going to come all the way around. I don't know where that throw was going. They just tried to throw it home, but instead the left fielder, Andrew Esparza, threw the ball into right field, and Kossauer's going to score. 3 runs come across. All of those runs are going to be unearned because it was error after error. You had 2 errors on the right fielder on that play and 1 error on the left fielder. Wow, that is not something you see every day. But 3 runs come across. So Kossauer scores, Whalen scores, and Hart scores, and Canyon View has opened up this ball game. Head coach Drew Olson had to go out there to console his pitcher, Christian Ramirez. And with 2 outs, 5-0 our score here in the bottom of the 6th. So out of the 5 runs that have come across to score tonight for the Jaguars, only 1 has been earned. You got to give it up to Christian Ramirez. He's pitched one heck of a game. 1 earned run so far. And we're going to have a pinch hitter for Dion McClelland. Pinch hitting is going to be Kaden Padgett. So Padgett takes a called strike, 0-1 the count. On the season, the junior This will be his third plate appearance. He is 0 for 3 at the plate with 3 runs scored. Still looking for his first hit. 1-1 the count to Padgett. McClellan finishes the day 0 for 2. He reached on an error in the second and then flew out in the fourth. Padgett now ahead in the count, 2-1. Bases are empty. 3 runs have come across here in the bottom of the sixth. Christian Ramirez trying to finish things off here for Agua Fria as the 2-1 swung through. May have got a piece of that. May not have. Either way, it evens the count at 2-2. Jaguars down to their final strike here in the bottom of the sixth. Looking ahead to the top of the seventh, it'll be 1, 2, and 3 due up for Agua Fria. Again, fans, get your votes in now for the Stessa Movement Player of the Game, as Ramirez breaking ball didn't break there, and that he will run the count full. Got about 4 outs left in this ball game to get your Stessa Movement Player of the Game nominees in. The 3-2. Swing and a miss, and Padgett is retired for the final out of the inning. 3 unearned runs come across on 1 hit. There were, I think you give 3 errors on that one play and nobody left on base. After 6 complete, it's 5-0. Canyon View leads Agua Fria. Come back for the top of the 7th right after this on the Varsity Sports Show Network.
Hey guys, Vince here to talk to you about a good friend of mine named Bob Jenkins. Bob is a Marine Corps veteran. Bob and his younger brother DJ own Vets Built Contracting. For 5 years, they've been hiring and putting veterans to work. Vets Built is licensed, bonded, and insured, both residential and commercial, specializing in renovations, remodeling, new build, casitas, safe rooms, or small commercial TI work. If you're a skilled veteran looking for work, a homeowner in need of work, or a commercial business needing TI work, please call Bob or DJ at Vets Built at 480-584-3675.
Anna and Keith started Stessa Movement Company with their customers' clothing styles in mind. Their goal is to clothe the world your way. High-end, comfortable clothing at affordable prices. Check out their custom-made hats, shirts, masks, and vintage gear. They outfit the Varsity Sports Show crew and sponsor the Stessa Movement Company Player of the Game Award. Find them at stessamovement.ecwid.com. Spelled S-T-E-S-A for style.
Top of the 7th inning, and look at that beautiful sunset behind the white Tank Mountains. You got some blues, you got some red, some pink, some purple. I mean, what more could you ask for? A beautiful sunset here tonight in Waddell, Arizona. 5-0, the Canyon View Jaguars have opened this game up. They need 3 more outs to get their 12th victory of the season here in the regular season home finale for Canyon View. New pitcher into the game is right-hander Mason Watson. He'll replace Matthew Hart, who went 3 innings, allowed one walk, and that was it. Here in the top of the 7th, it'll be 1, 2, and 3 due up for the Agua Fria Owls with Andrew Esparza to lead things off. He's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. We'll get you the stats here on Matthew Watson, and it looks like head coach Nick Swanson went to his bench. A lot of defensive changes for the Jaguars here in the top of the 7th, and if we have time, we'll get you all those changes. Watson on the season is 0-1 with a 7.35 ERA. This is his 6th appearance of the season. He has thrown 6 2/3 to this point, allowed 9 runs, 7 earned on 12 hits with 4 strikeouts and 3 walks. Not a save situation now that it's 5-0. Swing and a miss. 2-1 the count now to Andrew Esparza. After Esparza, it'll be Ryan Swanson and Christian Ramirez. The 2-1, called strike, up and away. The 2-2. Low and away. Runs the count full to Andrew Esparza. This late in the season with only, you got 4 games left after tonight in the regular season, you want to get guys some playing time before the postseason, but you also need to secure victories. 3-2, just missed, and he walked him. Second base runner of this ball game, second walk of this ball game.
Number 14, Swanson.
And with a base runner at first, third baseman Ryan Swanson will step to the dish against Mason Watson. Swanson's 0 for 2. He grounded out to the shortstop in the first inning, struck out swinging in the fourth. Swanson has now faced all 3 pitchers tonight. First Brady, then Hart, now Watson, and a big swing and a miss. He's behind at 0-1. Esparza will get a lead down at first, being held on by, I think Jacob Hepner is still down there. Tough to tell. Runner goes, ball outside, throw down, one hops over the mitt. Stolen base for Esparza, and then gain all the way to third on an error by the catcher. And now this ball was thrown away. Ricochets off the fencing, but it's going to keep Esparza at third. He's not going to run home because it bounced right to the pitcher, Mason Watson, so the shutout is still intact. Esparza is at third, nobody out here in the top of the 7th. 1-1 the count. Get those votes in for your Stessa Movement player of the game. The 1-1 low and in. 2-1 now to Swanson with Christian Ramirez in the on-deck circle. A balk is called, and that's going to plate the first run of this ball game. There goes the shutout. Esparza scores. So run scores. It's now 5-1. Bases are empty. Nobody out. 2-1, swing and a miss. 2-2 now to Ryan Swanson. The 2-2. Fouled back out of play. We'll do it again. After Swanson, it will be Christian Ramirez and then Marlon Villegas Martinez. The 2-2. Swing and a miss, and that retires Ryan Swanson for the first out here in the 7th. That'll bring up pitcher Christian Ramirez. Christian Ramirez 0 for 2. He grounded out to the shortstop to end the first inning, flew out to center to end the fourth. A reminder, this is our final regular season broadcast at Canyon View Jaguar Baseball. We'll have our final Canyon View softball broadcast of the regular season on Monday evening. First pitch at 6:30 against these Agua Fria Owls. We hope you'll join us for that. And then we hope to bring you postseason action for both the Canyon View Jaguar baseball and softball teams, but that information will be known a little bit later, so stay tuned to the Varsity Sports Show on Twitter for all the updates. 2-0 the count now to Christian Ramirez. 1 out, nobody on. Already a run in here in the top of the 7th. 5-1 our score. Canyon View leading. 2-0 in on the hands. Chop foul down the third base line. Charging in was Keegan Landis, but the ball trickles foul at the last second. 2-1 now to Ramirez with catcher Marlon Villegas Martinez awaiting in the on-deck circle. Couple more outs to get your Stessa Movement Player of the Game votes in. Get those nominations in while you still can. The 2-1 skied in the air, shallow center. Going back is the second baseman. Coming in is the center fielder, and that's going to drop in no man's land. And there goes the no-hitter. 2 outs, or 1 out in the 7th, and Christian Ramirez gets a bloop single to end the no-hit bid by the Canyon View Jaguars. But you have to applaud their pitching staff here tonight. 3 pitchers combined for a no-hit bid for 6 1/3 innings. 1 on, 1 out for Marlon Villegas Martinez, and he fouls the first pitch over our heads. 0-1 the count. Villegas Martinez is 0 for 2. He flew out to right field in the 2nd inning, struck out swinging to begin things in the 5th. No-hitter doesn't mean much, though, to head coach Nick Swanson. Right now, he just wants to get his guys as much action as possible, and the number one thing is come away with a victory. And they were ahead 5 runs coming into this inning. They've allowed 1 run so far, but they're 2 outs away from locking up their 12th win of the season. The 0-2 now. Check swing. He should have went. Villegas Martinez is retired for the 2nd out of the inning. Runner still at first for the Owls, and 1 run already in for the first baseman, Dominic Clark. Clark's 0 for 2. He struck out looking in the 2nd, he struck out swinging in the 2nd, struck out looking in the 5th. First offering from Mason Watson. Grounder, high chop over to 2nd, glove, throw over, and that will do it. 4-3 on the putout. 1 run comes across on 1 hit. There was 1 error and 1 runner left on base, and that will do it. Canyon View wins by a final of 5-1. With the victory, the Jags improve to 12-4 on the year, 5-2 in league play. The 6th-ranked Jags get a victory in their regular season finale here tonight. Agua Fria will take the loss, and the Owls will drop to 2-7 overall. Matthew Hart will pick up the win here this evening. He goes 3 innings, allowed 1 walk. A strong night by Matthew Hart, and that will do it. Final score here at Canyon View High School, 5-1. The Jaguars knock off the Agua Fria Owls. Thank you for joining us tonight. Our Stessa Movement player of the game is going to be catcher Ashton Zacher. Zacher's been the hottest hitter for the Jaguar team, and the fans voted, and Ashton Zacher is our player of the game. So congratulations to Ashton. We'll hear from both Ashton Zacher and head coach Nick Swanson on the Varsity Sports Show that will air tomorrow morning from 9 to 10 a.m. on 1060 a.m. KDUS. Thank you so much for tuning in. For our producer, Justice Miranda, as well as our great camera crew here tonight, I'm Derek Diesner saying so long. Final score, Canyon View 5, Agua Fria 1. You've been listening to Canyon View Jaguar Baseball on the Varsity Sports Show Network. Good night, everyone.